It's on. No, it died immediately, but it turned on. What's up, guys? DSEC28 here. Welcome to the first day of working on the Mini, I guess. 68 degrees Fahrenheit. This must be an old video then. Nope. It's December 10th and it's almost 70 degrees outside in Idaho. What? I'm looking for my car keys for the Mini. But as I'm here, I did get a sim setup. Got a Mozar 5, clutch, shoes, and shifter and a handbrake and all that. Single screen setup. If you guys want to see some sim racing stuff or anything on that, let me know. You probably don't. But yeah, just want to update you guys on that. But I'm looking for my keys and I cannot find them anywhere. Also, as you guys can see, the Ford Escape is being driven. It's running good. The camera still kind of tends to go off and on now and then. I've been having it charging this whole entire time. I know one of the keys doesn't work, so I need to replace the battery on one of the keys. But it's been charging this whole time. I put like a huge insane battery charger on it, and then once that filled it up, I then put just like a tender, battery tender on there. So engine's still clean. It's showing that it's fully like charged. I might still grab my battery jump starter just to give it extra juice because the battery is most likely needing to be replaced. Let's see what happens. There is oil on it. I already checked that the other day. There is no coolant in there, but I'm not worried about that because we're not gonna run the car. I just want to hear it turn on, if it can turn on, and go from there. 13.39. okay, so it's still holding. We're still gonna plug this guy in. So this key does not work, but this key does work. And then the only thing I noticed is like the window opens a little bit, but when I close it, it does not reclose. No, it shows that's halfway. Nothing. Yeah, it shows that it's like halfway on there, so there is fuel. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay, so we got two codes. O2 sensor signal stuck lean and O2 sensor circuit low voltage. Manufacturer control. O2 sensor, engine coolant temperatures, okay. NOx sensor 1, sensor, signal sensor. Ambient air temperature. Okay, so we have 8 codes, not 2. All right, we have 8 codes. I'm gonna take a picture of all of them. That way I can go, because I'm not gonna do anything else with the car pretty much. The engine code there. We have exclamation mark there. It's got 135,000 miles, so even less than I thought it had. I thought I had 140. I did find this out though. That's a secret compartment. Pretty cool. What's in here? A gift card of 150 bucks. Is it still in here? There's some paperwork. Oh, we got, it's a pay detail for a job. Pretty good paid. It's a cement company. Okay. And we have a coupon for a Supreme wash. This is probably still valid. We're gonna get a free wash. And then we have a Powerball from 2023. Okay, well the fan's not running anymore. That's good. I guess we'll leave it at that. Continue on with the Mini. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I've updated you guys and checked the engine codes and all that. Somewhere around there. It's been a while. But what I've been doing is I've been fully having the throttle down and just cranking it. I've been doing it here and there. Did it probably about 3 minutes, 4 minutes or something. The reason I'm doing that is I talked to a guy that is in like the drift community here, and he actually owned like a garage that he worked on just like European vehicles, and he worked on a ton of Minis. He saw my Mini short Italian Job video. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. And he heard that it sounds like it has like 0 compression. I haven't done any tests on this vehicle for compression or anything. I just did those check engine codes that you guys saw 2-3 weeks ago on the same video. But he told me about doing that he had to do that a ton to get some oil into like the cylinder or whatever and get compression in it, to do that before to see if it needs an actual head gasket. So what I've been doing is just pretty much, it's just sitting on a charger constantly, clutch in, make sure it's a neutral, and then just pedal all the way down and just trying to start it. And just doing that over and over again. The other time I did it, I can like hear that it kind of was sounding healthier and better, but it never was even remotely close to turning on. So yeah. He was saying how he had to do this sometimes for like 20 to 30 minutes to get a car started. But that's the information that I have, so I was like, I'll just go with it. Yeah, I want to take apart either way, again, like I said, to do the maintenance stuff. Timing chain, you know, that's a big issue with these vehicles. I don't know if it's been changed. I don't remember the guy saying that he did it. I just remember him saying that he did the cross tube or something like that from the guy I bought it from. So there's a lot of things I still just want to do to it either way to take it apart. But yeah, I'm gonna send him a video of me doing this to see if he thinks that it's getting like closer, because it sounds way different from like when you listen to the video from the Italian Job short. Again, check it out. It's not in the description down below. Just go on my channel, whatever. Ooh. Ooh, it's like, ooh, that sounds so much close. RPMs are even going up a little bit more. It would normally be like really low, you know, 100 or like not even, like really low. That time it went up to probably like 150 or so. And you can kind of hear it like get a little bit closer. It's like definitely sounding a lot more close than before. Once this thing turns on, freaking redline it, drop the clutch, and go through this damn fence. All right. Oh, oh, she's close. Oh, she's close, my friends. She was very close there. You guys might be with me on the first turn of the Mini Cooper S. We gotta pull the Cletus McFarlane special. You ready? If we had Squirrel here, how about now? Ooh! Come on! I think that only works on American cars. We need to do a British one, okay? Power! More power! Come on! I'm still waiting for the parts on the PTU stuff, so that video will be coming out soon for you guys. I don't know where this is all going, but this video ends when the car starts, and that is in the next 2 minutes for you guys, I feel like, or it blows up and I'm out $1,000. I might unplug it. I might just disconnect the key real quick for a bit, just to kind of charge up that battery. Nothing yet, nothing yet. I'm gonna check the dipstick one more time to see if the level has gone down a little bit. All right, let's see. It was getting so close and then it just disappeared. Yeah, oil's good. It seemed, ooh, you know what? Ooh, you know what? I saw the color and I was like, that looks not like oil. And if you guys smell it, you smell that? I'm kidding, but it smells like fuel, like hardcore fuel. So I wonder if it's not getting closed off when I'm doing that. But I feel like it's far away now. It's like not as close as it was. So, all right, it's been another week. Yeah, I couldn't get it turned on that one day. I stopped doing it because I wanted to get the Ford Escape done. So Ford is done. It's still making the same sound, but I put it for sale, so hopefully we can make some money off of that. But right now what we're doing with this is we're gonna check out some of this stuff before we do anything else, because I haven't looked at anything. So what I want to do is, one, check the spark plugs to see if there's like anything weird with it. But the biggest thing I want to do is just put a little bit of oil in each plug hole to get that compression up. That way when we're trying to start it, it can run a little bit better. And also I'm going to take this off because obviously it's plugging the whole airway through. And that's not what we want to get, because we need air for the mixture. So we might have been just wasting a ton of time doing that without messing with this. Again, like I said, I've had this car for I feel like 2 or 3 months, and I haven't even messed with it. So I keep forgetting what's like done to it and what's not done to it. So we're just gonna take this bag off. All right. So now it just open-ended, but at least we're not in a dusty area, because where he lived was super dusty, as you saw when we first got the car. So I'm not putting it in any danger, putting stuff through the turbo or anything with that. So I think we'll be good. But anyways, let's figure out how this works. All right, there we go. And good little pop. All right. So there's the spark plug in there. Easy way to get to the spark plugs, I guess, for a Mini Cooper. Let me see if I have this adapter for the spark plug. All right, let's see if this is the right size. This is a 5/8 magnetic one. Oh yeah, we're good. So you can see there's oil and stuff with fuel, obviously, because we've been trying to start it for so long. So there's probably for sure fuel contaminated oil, but again, we're just gonna try to get it to start. We're looking good so far. So before even diving more into this, there's for sure a head gasket issue. And the reason I'm saying that right now is I took out this spark plug, and even though it smells a bit fuely, that right there is pure water coming from this area. And there was no water in this system. Like, there was probably a little bit of water in the system throughout the motor and all that, but there wasn't any like in the housing for this. But when I put my nose into there, it kind of smells like not coolant-ish. All right, so I took the second spark plug out, kind of fell down here, but it looks like there's just pure water in the system too. So we have oil on the plug. This one's even in worse condition. There's a little bit of fuel smell in there, but that there, like the liquid around, I'm pretty sure that's water and not fuel, because it doesn't have that much of an odor on fuel. Like, it's there, but not like, whoa, that's a lot of fuel. So we're gonna get these spark plugs cleaned up, get this get a little bit of oil just pressed in there, even though I think we're good in that case because there's so much oil already on there. I'm gonna fill this because it's now warm. I didn't want to do it in the beginning because it was like, you know, below freezing, but now we're sitting in like the 50s and stuff. So either way, I'm gonna fill this up with water. That way I can put my head gasket tester on there just to be like triple sure. We're gonna hopefully get it to turn on and let it run for a bit and see if that tester is gonna be looking a bit yellow, because I'm pretty sure it will be, because one, it smells a bit fuely. There's literally water dripping out of the cylinders, and again, the car hasn't been on for so long, so I don't know if there's just precipitation built inside or anything, but either way, that's what we're looking at. So I have put water into the overflow tank or whatever. We got a tester for head gasket because it does smell like fuel in there. We got all the spark plugs cleaned up, and I put a little bit of oil in each one of them, about a teaspoon, and we got this unplugged, or I guess unplugged, where there's actual airflow, and we got on the battery charger, that way it can keep cranking. Let's see how this will work. The window has gone lower and it keeps going down. Okay, anyways, let's see how this goes. All right, there's probably gonna be a bunch of smoke coming out of there, so I have two angles on this. The biggest thing I changed was making where there's airflow. I completely spaced that for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways, we're neutral, clutch in. All right, that's a telltale sign that we have a head gasket leak. That just sprayed all over. Let's do that again. Hold on just for a second. Yeah, it's definitely coming out of there. It's on. No, it died immediately, but it turned on. It turned on. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's good. What's really interesting, let me show you guys this. I've never noticed this. So you can see the miles and all that stuff, it's in orange, but when you're in the sunlight with it, it turns white. That's kind of cool. So as we saw, it does turn on. At least there's that, but the head gasket's for sure completely gone, and most likely we're gonna have to do a cylinder head job on it because it's probably pretty severe where it is completely not even anymore. So yeah, that's that. That is going to be the ending of the first part of this video, because yeah, that would have made no sense without either way. You guys don't know, this is part of the same video. This was supposed to be the second part, but now since we found that out, it's not in a good place. So we're gonna now fully take this thing apart, and that will be starting on the next episode. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode, on this video. If you guys liked the first episode, startup success, but not success. If you guys liked it, hit the like button down below. If you want to see more and see where we're gonna take this Mini to, or if we're gonna get it even running functionally, then hit the subscribe button down below. And yeah, you guys have a wonderful and beautiful day. D628's out.